back in the 1990s, I used to always get a Baskin Robbins ice cream cake for my birthday. That's before I knew that I was lactose intolerant, of course. I used to love the ice cream part of the cake and the middle where they did hot fudge and some type of cookie, but I hated the cake part because it was a lot like cardboard. So today I've decided I want to try to make an ice cream cake from scratch. You're watching The Bear Pantry Show. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients. Alright guys, so first of all, let me go into the backstory about this ice cream cake. I knew that I wanted the bottom layer to be cake, not ice cream, right? So I went ahead and I made the mud cake recipe from my new book, No More Leftovers, because I knew I was going to put it in a small springform pan. And look, this cake uses a lot of ingredients. Look right here. And I whipped up this cake, guys, and I baked it off. And then I set it to cool. And then I put it in the freezer. Not the freezer, the fridge. I put it in the fridge for a while. And then I put it in the freezer. And then I took it out to thaw it to see how long it would take to thaw, to see if this would be the right cake to put as the bottom layer for the ice cream cake. And it took so long to thaw that I decided this is not the right cake. And I'm just going to go ahead and give this cake away to one of Jada's friends, even though I was putting hot fudge on it already. Go back and check my prior video to this one to see how to make the hot fudge, okay? Because we're going to use it on this cake. So anyways, I looked up another recipe and I found a chocolate sponge cake. And that's what I decided to make for this ice cream cake, okay? So let's get right into what we're going to need for the ingredients. We're going to need 3 room temperature eggs, half a cup of granulated white sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. And I have a lot of recipes in my small batch book, the No More Leftovers book, where the recipes like that, like it's a 1/2 cup plus 1 tablespoon or a 1/3 cup plus 2 tablespoons. You need to put the extra tablespoons, okay, because it is very necessary to the recipe. That's how it's, you know, chopped up in the math, all right? Then a teaspoon of baking powder, 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 3 teaspoons of hot milk, so nuke it in the microwave for like, 45 seconds to a minute, and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then the cake's very easy to make. All you have to do is beat the eggs, the whole eggs, not just the yolks, okay? Beat the whole eggs while adding the granulated white sugar, and you're gonna beat it until it's pale yellow and fluffy like this. And then you're gonna bloom the baking cocoa or the cocoa powder by mixing it into the hot milk. It's gonna come like a thick paste like this, and you're gonna add it into the egg mixture and blend it in, because if you fold it in, it's going to get lumpy. You want to iron out all the lumps now, okay? And then all you have to do is add the rest of the ingredients, the vanilla, the salt, the flour, and be careful not to overmix. Then pour it into the pan and then bake it off. And when it's done baking, take it out and let it cool down completely first on the wire rack. And then you can start, adding the ice cream onto it. So now we're going to make the chocolate ice cream. And I found a wonderful chocolate recipe. Remember when I did the video for the Aki ice cream home maker? By the way, I'm going to put the information for that ice cream maker again down below for you guys in this video. I don't put it in all the videos because I don't get paid to advertise for them anymore. The only thing I made from doing that video was the ice cream maker. All right, so I'm not making any more money, but I absolutely love the appliance, so I'm going to tell you guys about it again because I want you guys to pick up one before they end the discount, because you're getting a huge discount if you use the code for us. All right, so when I did that video, I didn't have a great chocolate ice cream recipe because the chocolate recipe that came in their book wasn't so good. I told you guys that in the video. I'm always honest, right? So let me go ahead and find my chocolate recipe for you guys. And if you guys notice, I am pretty much making a new book, I guess, because I have recipes written down in here. See, I have a little book that my beautiful friend Shanika gave me, right? And I've been writing some recipes in here. So I have a bunch of ice cream recipes in this book. So let's get right into it. This chocolate ice cream recipe that I have, the full recipe calls for a lot of ice cream. It's like a 1.5 cups of milk plus 3 1/4 cup of heavy cream. That's a lot of ice cream. That's for a big tub. So I've condensed it down to the half recipe and a 1/4 recipe. And I normally make the 1/4 recipe on Saturdays for Jada and Joshua because they just need a serving. But for this ice cream cake, we're going to make the half recipe. So let's get into it. 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of white sugar, 3/4 cup of cold milk, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then 1.5 cups plus 1/8 cup of the heavy cream. So now an 1/8 cup is the equivalent of 2 tablespoons. So it's 1.5 cups plus 2 tablespoons. All you got to do is mix up all the ingredients together and then chill your ice cream thing the night before and then get it started. Pour the custard in and let it go until it gets to this consistency. All right? So now we're going to go ahead and just pour it on top of our cake thing here. And then we're going to freeze this overnight. So this is day 1 of, oh, this is actually technically day 2 because I did that chocolate cake yesterday. But in any case, this is day 1. Put it in the freezer overnight. Now it's the next day and I want to put a filling and I need Oreo cookies and nobody wants to go to the store for me because we don't keep that here in the house. But Joe ends up going to the 99-cent store, which is nearby, and he picked me up this small little package. It's barely enough to do what I want to do, but you know what? This cake was already getting too rich with money and rich in calories. So it is what it is. We're just going to mix this up with the hot fudge that we made in the prior video. Go check out that video with my hot fudge, guys. You're going to want that. You're going to want that recipe for your files, all right? That's probably going to be in a future book. So then go ahead and just mix up your little filling here. Put it on top, all right? And then now we're going to make the vanilla ice cream. So let me check my recipe book here again for the vanilla ice cream. So this has, for the full recipe, it uses 4 cups or 1 quart of half and half. We're not going to do that. We're going to cut it in half. So 2 cups of half and half. Oh my goodness. Half and half is so good. And then 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 6 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, a pinch of salt. And this is the secret ingredient because we're going to make French vanilla. So this is 1/4 cup of French vanilla creamer, okay? All this stuff I can't eat because I'm lactose intolerant, but I want to make this ice cream for the kids and I want to make it for you guys. So mix up everything again, just like with the chocolate ice cream. Make sure that your insert for your ice cream maker was frozen the night before, at least 12 hours. Get it started. You always want to get the paddle started first, even with the ones that you're going to do. If you have the ice cream maker where you have the rock salt and the ice and stuff, you still want to get that paddle going first before you pour the custard in. Get it going, make it come to this consistency, freeze again overnight. And then now the next day we're gonna make a frosting for it. Now this cake don't really need no frosting, but we wanted to decorate it. So I'm just gonna use the whipped cream frosting that I have in my book, The Pantry Laid Bare. Shameless plug, by the way. Shameless plug on all these books, okay? So I'm gonna use the recipe from the Tres Leches cake and make this whipped cream, and then I'm gonna holler for Jada to come in and decorate because you know she used to work at Food for Less. And she's gonna use the hot fudge and the Oreo cookies, and she's gonna decorate, and then we're gonna dive in. Let's watch. The baker, so she know what she's doing. Don't do this at home, okay?
What, Grandma? What are you trying to tell us?
Look at this. It's Morse code from my mom. You gotta show the people what you're doing. So Jada used to work at a bakery for 1 year.
Ugh.
She picked up a few skills. This is our beautiful ice cream cake, guys. We're not gonna cut it till tomorrow.
What?
Because I need to do a thumbnail.
Well, do a thumbnail now.
It's okay, well, we'll figure it out then, I guess. She said, what? So it's going in, guys. Try not to force it. It went through 1 layer of ice cream already. It's going through that middle of Oreos and hot fudge. And then the bottom layer of the chocolate ice cream. Feel like that dude Guy Fieri. Alright, so let me run my knife on the hot water again.
I was thinking more like the stove.
I don't think you're supposed to burn your knife on the stove like that.
Not burn it, just reheat it up.
And if you notice other people that make ice cream cakes video on YouTube, they don't show you how they cut it. So we're trying to figure it out ourselves. They just show you the slice already cut. Okay. I think I got all the way through. And this by no means is a slice. Speak for myself, huh? Yeah, let's close it. Are we ready, guys? Need somebody to hold the cake. Thank you, Gina.
It feels so nice in the hands.
She says that she swishes it.
Yummy.
Oh!
Yeah, that came out funny.
You shouldn't even be licking this stuff. Daddy!
Turn around.
We're asking you to stop singing as we cut the cake.
That's good.
Are you guys gonna make it? First of all, are you gonna pick up your ice cream maker and are you gonna make this? I'm gonna make this again one day real soon. I'm gonna make a smaller one, but I'm gonna make it with lactose-free stuff because I really would like to just eat a good slice of this and just be in heaven, all right? But I can just taste a little bit. So, as I was going through it and it was taking 2-3 days to do this, I was like, is this worth it? But you know what? It is, because the thing tastes so good, no aftertaste. I have great recipes for both ice creams and for the cake, right? And the cake was the perfect cake for it because it's a sponge. So it stood up to that ice cream, but once the ice cream started to thaw out, the cake thawed out right along with it and I was able to cut through it. You got to run your knife on the hot water to get through it, easy enough so you can serve it while it's still, frozen and not melting. And because it doesn't have like preservatives and stuff, I think it's worth it if you want to make an ice cream cake for your child's birthday or for your own birthday, all right? So this was a wonderful experience and I'm glad that I did it. I hope you guys liked what I produced here today. I hope you liked the video. If you do, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you can know when I upload something else. I'm uploading stuff like twice a week right now. Because I'm also making videos for Amazon, all right? So come over to my Amazon store page, amazon.com/shop/The Bear Pantry Show. Take a look at the stuff that I'm selling in my store. If you don't want to buy any of that stuff, it's okay. Just look at one of my little 1-minute videos and then start buying, because once you do that, Amazon will know that you ventured onto my page and they will give like cookies on your stuff, or something happens behind the scene to where whatever you buy for 24 hours, I will get a little piece of the pie. That's how you can be a blessing to the show, all right? I know that people sometimes can't give, everybody's living hand to mouth right now, but you can be a blessing by liking the video, sharing it, commenting, so I can get an algorithm so that my video can be distributed all over the YouTube platform. And you can also be a blessing by coming over to Amazon, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Remember, guys, we're not buying this book. Why? Because my distributor is ripping me off and not paying me any of my royalties. So for this reason, I redid the book that's being sold on Amazon and I made this book. I removed a bunch of the recipes from the first book because I did not deem them to be authentically Belizean enough. And I put a bunch of brand new recipes in here. So you're going to get more for your money, okay? So when you buy this book, you're going to find that the recipes are very easy to understand and the dishes are going to come out perfect the very first time. So this book was made in 2018. In the middle of the pandemic in 2020, I made this book, The Pantry Laid Bare, and this is restaurant quality, no, not restaurant quality, better than restaurant quality meals at home. Now in 2021, I have my brand new book. This one's called No More Leftovers. Why? Because I reduced some of the recipes from this book, and I put a bunch of brand new recipes in there, but they're all small batches, all right? Now to purchase, all you have to do is visit my website, www.bearpantryshow.com. You can shop safely and securely at www.bearpantryshow.com.